There is a man sitting at your family's dinner table right now that nobody is listening to. He pays his bills. He shows up. He has never asked anyone in that room for $1. And every single year, they sit him at the kids' table like he is 12 years old. Then his income doubles, and suddenly the whole room learns his name. That is not a coincidence. That is a pattern. And by the end of this video, you are going to see that pattern in your own family, at your own table, on your own holidays. This is what money actually does to the people who share your last name. Quick note before we start. I am not a financial advisor. I am a cartoon in a sequin dress who looks suspiciously like the boss's daughter, because I am the boss's daughter. My father owns this building, this channel, and the chair I am sitting in. Nobody interviewed me. There was no interview. So take the lesson. Do not take the tax advice. Meet Tobin Atlas. Tobin is 22, minimum wage, 2 roommates. He has exactly enough money to eat, pay rent, and get to work. That is the entire budget. Tobin walks into the family gathering empty-handed, not because he is rude, because a $2 bottle of soda is a real line item when your balance ends in a single digit. His aunt clocks it in 4 seconds. She leans toward a cousin and says it just loud enough to land. He could not even bring a drink. The cousin shrugs. Nobody says a word for him. Nobody ever does. Dinner starts. His uncle is holding court about rental property. Tobin tries to step in. He has been reading about index funds for 6 straight months. His uncle does not even look up. What do you know about investing? You rent. The table laughs. Tobin goes quiet. And he learns something right there that no school ever teaches. When you have nothing, your ideas weigh nothing. Nobody at that table is being cruel on purpose. They just stopped registering him as a person with anything useful to add. That is the part that stings the most. It is not hate. It is worse than hate. It is nothing at all. Hey, eyes up. This is where it stops being sad and starts being useful. Stay with me. Later, his grandmother needs the couch moved. 3 cousins are sitting right there, thumbs deep in a phone. Nobody stands up. Someone yells across the house, "Tobin, come help your grandmother." It is not a question. Nobody asks him. They assume him, because his time is the cheapest thing in the building. On the drive home, something a friend told him is stuck in his head. Your family does not treat you based on how they feel about you. They treat you based on how they feel about your bank account. At 22, Tobin thought that was cynical. He is starting to think it is just math. Tobin is 27. He got the promotion. He drives a car that starts every morning. It is not flashy. It starts. That is the upgrade. He has his own apartment. Small. His. The next gathering does not look different. It feels different. The uncle who cut him off mid-sentence asks him a question. "So, Tobin, I heard about the promotion. What is it you do again?" Tobin explains. The uncle nods. He is actually listening this time. Then, smart, very smart. "You know, my son is looking for work. Maybe you could put in a word." 11 seconds of interest and the ask arrives. The aunt who counted his soda now hugs him at the door. "Tobin, you look well. Are you eating enough?" She has never once cared about his nutrition. She cares about it now. The cousins who ignored him for 4 years want the seat beside him. They ask about the job, the apartment, the car. And Tobin catches it. Nobody asks how he is. They ask what he has. Those are not the same question. He says nothing. He smiles. He answers. And he keeps building quietly. Here is the part everyone misses. Tobin at 27 earns about $15,000 more than Tobin at 22. $15,000. That is the entire distance between invisible and interesting. If this is landing a little too accurately, hit subscribe. Your future rich self is watching this too, and he would like you to get it right the first time. Tobin is 31. He built a side business next to the job. 4 years of evenings, 4 years of weekends, 4 years of saying no to things everyone else said yes to. Every spare dollar went back into the thing he was building, not onto his wrist, not onto his car, into the business. Then, one morning, it worked. The business clears more in a month than most people at that dinner table clear in a year. He bought a house, a real one, with his name on the deed. The gathering after that is a different planet. The uncle finds him, not the other way around. Tobin, there he is, the businessman. Sit with me. I want to hear everything. The same man who told him he knew nothing about investing now wants investment advice. I have been thinking about starting something myself. Maybe you could mentor me, show me what you did. The aunt made his favorite dish, made it on purpose. I remembered how you like it. I made it special for you. Special for him. Cousins who left him on red for years are in his phone every week. Long time, cuz. We should link up. Tobin, I saw what you are doing online. Can I pick your brain sometime? Pick your brain. Translation. Can I have your time, your knowledge, or your money? And then there is his grandmother, the same grandmother who used him as free furniture removal. She walks him around the room like a trophy. This is my grandson. He owns a business, you know. And this is where the story turns. Tobin hugs her, for real, because he finally understands it. Grandma always loved him. She just expresses love through pride. She never had anything visible to point at before. Now she does. Not everyone at that table is fake. Some of them just respond to success, because success is the only signal the world ever taught them to read. Tobin sits in his car after the gathering and feels something he cannot name. Not anger, not victory, something in the middle. So here is what he knows at 31 that he did not know at 22. People do not treat you based on who you are. They treat you based on what they think you can do for them. Money changes what they think you can do, so money changes how they treat you. That is not evil. That is human, and understanding it is armor. The family that appeared after the win, sort them into 3 piles. Some are honestly proud. Some are honestly happy, and some are here to make a withdrawal. Telling those 3 apart is one of the most valuable skills money will ever teach you. It is worth more than any stock pick. And the people who were there before, the ones who checked on Tobin when he had nothing to offer, those people cannot be replaced. Guard them, because success brings a crowd. Almost none of that crowd is there for you. Being broke and invisible taught Tobin something a big balance never could. It showed him exactly who he was when nobody was watching, nobody cared, and he had no status to hand anybody. That guy, working quiet, building slow, showing up anyway, that is the real Tobin. The money did not build him. The money just turned the lights on. If you have ever been the broke one in a family that is doing fine, you know the feeling, the invisibility, the assumptions, being tolerated instead of welcomed. And if you have ever hit a real win, you know the other feeling, the sudden warmth, the phone calls from people who went silent for 4 years. Neither one has to make you bitter. Let the invisible years push you. Let the recognition keep you humble. And let the gap between the two teach you the only lesson that actually matters here. Money does not change people. It develops them like film, including you. Because the real question was never how your family treats you at every level of wealth. The real question is who you are going to be at every level. Are you going to forget the version of you that carried the couch? Are you going to look down on people the exact same way people once looked down on you? Or are you going to take everything the invisible years taught you and build something that actually holds up? That is the hard part of wealth, not getting it, keeping your character on the way up. One more thing before you go. Head to jetsetwealthstyle.com and grab the ebooks and the financial calculators and run your own numbers. Because the fastest way to become the family member everybody suddenly remembers is to quietly build something worth remembering. Links below. Go build it.